the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
Good evening, Thomas.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
How are you? I'm okay. And you?
Very good. US 30 is paying for the bills today. Amazing.
That sounds good.
Yeah, gold. I think something is happening in the background. Someone just posted a message on Discord that Russia, President Putin was talking about nukes. So
I think I would ignore that because they're not going to use that. If they're going to use that, then they're going to be in deep shit. So
yep. That's true. 100%. How is your trading today?
it was okay.
Let's
Will
see,
be better.
32 people on the Zoom. How is everyone? Say hi when you come in.
Hey Thomas, how are you?
Hey, Hassan the Tiger. Very well, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good.
So, I attempted a short on gold. It just peaked above the previous all-time high. So it's a bit of a gamble, but I don't see any particular reasons before the data why should gold create a new all-time high, apart from, stop loss hunt closing out, the early sellers. So today, 2,000, actually around £3,000 have been made, so I have a bit of leverage to play around with. And hence I attempted a small short, but it may change depending on the data.
Laka Thomas, how was your day today, bro?
Very good, thank you so much, Shoni. Finally, someone is asking me, how was your day? How do you feel? Yanar always asks. I appreciate that, but it's good for a change.
Hi Thomas, how are you?
Oh, thank you. I'm very well. How are you, Dorothy?
I'm good, I'm okay.
Junior Fun is asking, did you have any open trade? I opened a sell position, but I might close it down. Yeah, that would be wise before the data. Yeah, gonna close down a whopping £40 of profit, ladies and gentlemen. How amazing is that? And by the price action, by the look of it, it looks like the price is going to create a new all-time high. US 30 was melting. Now it's a bit of retracement. Gold is going to create a new all-time high. What do you think about that?
For sure.
It has been geopoliticals, or the other thing I can think of is with the Milton hurricane, or Hurricane Milton, we're going to have some very shitty data. labor market data, and that's going to push. But no, but if you have bad data, then the Fed won't raise interest rates.
There's not really a talk, Thomas, about raising interest rates so much as how quick they're going to cut them.
Oh yeah, sorry, cut, not raise, cut. Interest rate cut. I'm talking... Today's economic data is going to be a mystery, isn't it? JOLTS job openings.
Possible.
Yeah, definitely we're going to see a reduction in job openings. So how many jobs have been created? If it's too...
So much. Sorry to disturb you, carry.
Go ahead.
I was just, in my mind, just trying to think of, or make a plan at least. So if there's less jobs that are opening up, it means the economy is weakening, which then reinforces the message that we're going to cut faster. Whereas if there's higher job growth, it means that the Fed will possibly hold on for this next rate cut and then take one in December. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. But, since we had the regime change, it's not that simple.
Well, I appreciate that. So with the regime change, it's really just now a matter of how quickly we cut interest rates or keep them the same. There's no real talk at the moment about raising things, right? So this JOLTS opening should really just either reinforce the messaging with the dot plot that we're going to be reducing another 1.5% by the end of the year, or we're going to hold off and just let things kind of peter out and keep interest rates the same. But in my world, I don't see them raising.
This argument was valid until August NFP. If you remember what happened in August when NFP went down to 114,000, all assets sold off, gold sold off, stock sold off, US dollar sold off. So everything was just selling off. USD was king, dollar is king. Because if we had a very weak job market data, then it reignites the fear of recession. And there's really two ways for gold to go in that scenario. The first one is rally, because obviously gold is, historical hedge against historical hedge against recession. But on the other hand, it could sell off. So now it's very tricky. If I listen to my heart, I would enter into a long position to 27.67, so 100 pips. But the problem is that we have multiple scenarios. What do you think about that, Tony?
I was just trying to think of it there. So when you mentioned that the NFP came in August and everything sold off, what was they selling off to, right? They were selling off to bonds. So to me, and in my kind of understanding of the market, everyone was making the bonds play because it only, for me, assumes that they're seeing the bond rates coming down. So they want to jump into bonds on the 10-year to lock in that value before we drop interest rates. So this is, again, for me, something why I'm thinking, if job openings come in weaker, it just reinforces. If it comes in strong, it's just keeping the message that we're going to maintain rates the same. So we might see the 10-year, get hammered again, and then things start coming down because of that reason. But I don't think it's like because people are fearing that things are going to increase. I don't think the world's actually ready for an increase.
But it's not a question of increase. It's holding the rates or how fast they're going to cut the rates, as you said. So there's two scenarios, as I was thinking out loud. So two scenarios: holding the rates, because remember that Jay Powell said that yes, they delivered a 50 basis point rate cut, but now everything is back to data-driven decision making. The other scenario, as you mentioned, is how fast are they going to continue to cut interest rate. And I think the 50 basis point cuts were out of the question last month. It may come back depending on the data. But if you have very bad job numbers, so fear of recession, the 2-year Treasury bond yields are going to skyrocket. The 10-year most likely it's going to go down. 2 years definitely up. But how gold is going to react? Is it going to be recession hedge or sell off because money is pouring into bonds? Also, Chris Pereira on YouTube, but could also make money flow to dollar and make gold drop. That's a very good observation. So in this scenario, I think this is the most viable dollar strengthening if we have a very bad jobs number, and gold should drop in that scenario. Let me have a look on the USD Japanese yen or any USD pairs.
I think we did just briefly breach an all-time high here about a minute ago.
Yeah, it hasn't closed new all-time high, it just reached a new all-time high, but
Yeah.
raising prices definitely. I think I'm going to venture out to open a position in USD Japanese yen. It seems like the safest option. So what I'm going to do... Oh, no. Put back this. And this one.
You're going to sell?
USD Japanese yen? No, I'm going to buy.
Buy.
So USD JPY is quite a funny one for me because it's like the interest rate differential and all the talk of Japan. Wouldn't something like the USD GBP be something that would actually hold true to what we're talking about here?
It depending on what's your view on the countries, because they represent, the US and the UK and Japan.
Absolutely, and I'm just basically referring to how the interest rate differential. I mean, in terms of the countries and the actual interest rates, I'm not too sure. But like Japan's going on a higher interest rate like cycle. That's kind of what they're hinting to the market, whereas the US and everyone else is dropping. So that interest rate differential, if the dollar was to do anything, that would be the one that I probably wouldn't stick to. But again, I'm just talking here out loud because we're all on the call.
Yeah, Japan is not going to raise interest rate. They have other tools. I don't think that they're going to go for the hardest one or the toughest one. So yeah, I entered the long position on USD Japanese yen. I don't think. Can you stop drawing on my chart, please? Yeah, USD Japanese yen entered into a long position, and I'm not sure what to do with gold. So I really feel sorry for those people who trade without a plan, or maybe they have a better. Maybe I'm not feeling sorry for them because they're not worried that much. They just look at the chart and they say, "Oh, buy or sell." They're not overcomplicating it. So holding the sells on US 30, enter the long on USD Japanese yen, and I'm going to stay away from gold for now, as we have 70 minutes till jobless claims, JOLTS job openings.
Thomas, is possible if JOLTS coming lower, then gonna be buy the news, sell the fact?
anything is possible. Today, I am officially not too sure what to do with gold, which it's not happening often. But the more I think, the more probabilities I come up with, and it's just too many probabilities.
On gold, that spike down to the weekly pivot is probably something I'll be looking at now. And then a continuation. That was a good, whoever said that, buy the facts, sell the news type thing.
Yeah. When I look at the YouTube chat and you know, other groups and analysts, I think it's quite mixed. So I'm going to wait for the data before I make any decision. But not. We made some profit on gold today, so and now is up. So I'm just going to wait. This is gone without me. Focusing on dollar and US 30. And ladies and gentlemen, a new all-time high on gold, 2760. So 2800 is definitely coming sooner or later. Macha Chichi, it does not gonna hurt. Wait 1-2 hours for correction to buy a nice bottom. That's a probability as well. Oh. What a year. Every single week we had a new all-time high. What music do you want? Busy beats.
Lo-fi is always a winner.
The fuck is that? Oh, and don't forget about NASDAQ. Let's have a look on NASDAQ 100. I'm fairly bullish on NASDAQ. And as I mentioned in Discord in the morning, I entered into a long position. Yeah, it spiked down to the daily pivot, weekly pivot, yeah. Bounce back off. There you go.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello, Neebs.
You alright?
Not too bad. Trying to figure out gold. Trying to figure out the market.
Yeah, keep scratching your head. If you can't figure it out, I'm proud of myself.
It is tough at the moment. And it's not even elections.
Yeah, well, elections are not far away, I guess, but still, it's a little bit illogical.
Yeah, 11 minutes. We're going to have JOLTS job openings. That's going to be the first job market data since the Hurricane Milton. Is it 20? Yeah, no, 11 minutes. It's going to be exciting.
Jesus Christ. 763. Fucking hell.
I don't trade silver. I never traded silver. Well, actually, it's a lie. I tried once, but I prefer gold. But there was a massive tailwind on silver, and analysts forecasting new all-time highs.
I love silver. It moves so quickly.
Good lord, look at gold. It's going without me.
I got into a buy at 27.61.
Oof. You like to buy at the top.
Yeah. Buy high, sell higher.
Yeah, brave man.
Very brave.
I think Pan's setup has been invalidated as well. And Angelo, yeah, I think Angelo was the only one who caught it. Out of sheer luck.
Alright, I'm out.
You get closed out.
Yep. Took about 20 pips.
Oh no, you closed down in profit, not right?
Yeah, closed down in profit, yeah.
Mate, well done.
Yeah.
At least one of us is making money out of this new all-time high. Brilliant. Love it. Well done.
Cheers.
Yeah, you could have told me to buy. But it's fine.
I got in at 2755 and I just sold.
Nice.
Before news.
Brilliant. Arlol is asking, Thomas, why did you sell USD Japanese yen? Look again.
I think he's colorblind.
Yeah, gold has left without me, and I think many people missed out. But it's not a problem. We have data coming up, and as I mentioned, the reason why I haven't entered into a position, and I was hesitating, and the reason why I was hesitating because too many probabilities are presented. So the more I look at the chart, the more I start thinking, the more I look at the data, the more complicated the probabilities I come up with. So we had obviously Hurricane Milton, and that's why everyone's waiting for the job market data, how many jobs have been lost or created, or this kind of information. And if the job data is really bad, then we might see something that happened in August. So stocks were selling off, gold was selling off, despite gold has been a recession hedge, an inflation hedge. Everything was selling off. Like it was a panic selling. You might remember in August. Only the dollar which was going up. But if the data is not that bad, and we might going to see, I don't know, too many probabilities, guys. My brain is absolutely fried.
I think it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, but the question is how bad and how the market is going to react. If it's too bad, will gold fulfill its legacy, recession hedge, inflation hedge, or is it going to sell off because investors going to bring the money from all the assets to dollar? Since COVID, dollar is king. That was the number one lesson I learned from COVID, that dollar is king. And we just briefly talked about the Fed monetary policy stance with Tony. Well, anyway, no trade, no loss.
How about the US elections? Do you think they have, obviously they do, but what impact do you think they have on the price of gold at this moment?
At this moment, nothing. It's too early to talk about it. I think because there's so many things happening this week. You have all the earnings. I mean, 4 of the largest companies of the entire planet, not the country, the entire planet, the whole of Earth. 4 of the largest companies. I mean, if you look at Apple would be, I think, the 8th or 10th largest country if it was a country. Yeah. So it's just absolutely insane. I mean, a few years ago, they had so much cash, they could have paid off Brazil's entire national debt.
Yeah. Oh my God. I saw an article here in Financial Times a day or so ago talking about whether it was inevitable for Apple to hit 4 trillion. That's just insane.
I think they will. Once they enter this AI space properly, it's only a matter of time, honestly.
Well, firstly, Apple's never going to enter the AI space. That's because they just partnered up with ChatGPT to basically admit they can't do AI correctly. And secondly, if you guys are into historical data, it's always a bad idea to go negative against US elections. The stock market always rallies previous and always rallies after. It's almost 100% statistic.
Wow.
Only, well, we have Kamala, which...
So like I said, no matter who comes into office and who's running, the stock market always rallies.
I would argue, well, I could argue. I mean, this is the first, if Kamala wins, she will be the first female president of the United States of America.
Yeah.
And the first idiot.
Yeah, I don't want to comment on Kamala, but, I hope Trump is going to win.
I think we have the same opinion, Thomas. So it doesn't matter, just comment.
Can anyone honestly vote for someone that can't answer a question? I'm not even American and it irritates me to listen to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 1 minute 30 seconds till the JOLTS job openings, and I'm going to enter a 1.5 lot position on gold sell. I think it peaked out now, So I entered into a sell. I'm long on USD Japanese yen and short on US on Dow Jones 30.
Thomas, I think it's gonna be bad because if you look the continual jobless claims last month, it was only increasing. Something 7,000 was. So
Yeah, but the question is how that. So I'm going to gamble my 1.5 lot, my lunch money, and we have 49 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. So good luck. Get your credit cards ready as well as your stop losses. Maybe I'm going to widen the stop loss to 27.68, so keeping at under £1,000 loss. And if it goes well, then it goes well. If it's not, then I lost some of the profits I made earlier in the morning. I'm very curious what is it going to be today with the JOLTS. Is it going to affect it at all or not? We'll see. We'll see.
Interesting. US 30 has just rallied a little bit in the last 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, it did. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and JOLTS job openings. USD Japanese yen got closed out. Gold spiked up a little bit, and JOLTS have been. It's bad. So let's see if gold is going to fulfill its purpose, which is recession hedge. Is it going to be a recession if the data is that bad? The market spiked a little bit. Esther on YouTube just bought it. I'm still in the sell. Let's see how the market is reacting. I'm going to keep your eye on NASDAQ as well.
What's the numbers?
7.4. So I'm going to focus on NASDAQ. Yeah, I think NASDAQ is a good buy. Entering into another buy. Pulling the stop loss just reasonably low level. And still selling gold down 18 pips. And now we're just waiting how the market is going to interpret.
Does consumer confidence come out? Here it is.
It's 100.
No, what 108.7,
108.
right?
Yep.
So mixed data.
So many confident unemployed. Yeah. NASDAQ long. I'm gonna keep that. And that the tiny minuscule short on gold just to test the market, but not entering any big lots on gold. There's no way.
Well, that's me.
NASDAQ is running in 20 pips profit, and gold is minus 21. So yes, Janar.
Well, that's mean they're gonna keep the interest rate same and confident consume mean it's good for dollar, so it's mean it should be got down, or
can you repeat that? Sorry.
The JOLTS was bad, so it's mean more jobless. That's mean we're gonna keep the interest rate same and consume it's good, so it's mean all going down.
Tony, do you want to comment on that?
Well, I mean, if the job numbers are bad and there's not so many jobs in the market, it means that we have a weakening economy, which then reinforces the messaging that they're going to cut quicker.
100%, yes. Correct. NASDAQ is now running in 22 pips of profit. Gold is minus 22.
But that consumer confidence number is really high. I mean, that's really high.
Overly optimistic unemployed people.
Puzzling.
Maybe it's the presidential campaign hyping people up. Make America great again. MAGA.
Yeah. And with each campaign pumping, well over $1 billion into the economy. There's
$1 billion.
Yeah, between television advertising, renting venues where they have all of their rallies, they're traveling around with planes and their entourages and hotels and Secret Service and all that stuff. It generates a lot of economic activity.
Jesus Christ. It's almost like a Taylor
You're
Swift
paying
concert.
for it all, Mike.
Fantastic TV's asking, was the TP for NASDAQ? First, always the previous high, brother. It's going to be 20,500. And that is pretty much the previous all-time high, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. 21,000 was just under 21,000. So the first TP, let me go back to TradingView. It's easier to draw and demonstrate over there. So the first TP should be is the daily pivot 20,443, which is almost there. You can take some partials off, and then the second TP should be around 20,550, so 100 pip more if it reaches. These days you can't be certain on anything, so market is absolutely ruthless and cruel. If you can take 100 or 200 pips, I would just take the money and close down everything and walk away. Like this morning, I was in 50 pips profit and I got wiped out in a matter of minutes.
The JOLTS was revised 78.61. Last one.
From?
I think it was 80.01. 80.40.
It's gone down again, yeah.
So everything except consumer confidence recently is pointing to a weaker economy.
Yeah.
So I guess we should continue to see rate drops. Still, it feels like gold should correct significantly before pushing too much higher.
PayPal missed revenue down 7%.
PayPal.
Yeah, I'm just watching some of the stats come through. Already down 7%. They beat earnings, but they had a revenue miss. So NASDAQ, I wonder.
This is why I hate to trade earnings season. It's every day is different. You have different companies reporting, and it's literally dozens of companies reporting each day. Some of them, of course, are more important than everyone else, like the Magnificent Seven. But on the other hand, it's difficult because, what if you have mixed earnings? One industrial, one tech. And this is it for today, guys. We had one of the most meaningful data for the day. There's nothing else left in the calendar to trade. We have the Atlanta Fed GDP. but that's not that relevant. Horace Bentley, good comment. New highs in any market can work as very nice short squeezes for buyers who are able to navigate up there. Yeah, and I usually say that, you know, buy high and sell low for this reason, but not today. I like to punish myself, it appears to be. Guys, if you're watching the YouTube and you're not following me on Telegram, check the link below the video or in the YouTube chat and follow me. And everything is stopped now. US market is open. We had the JOLTS job opening, so this is it for today, guys.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like gold is going to get much higher than this today. So the sell is probably, you know, maybe it's going to retest this again before it comes down. But
look at the chart.
Sell.
Yeah, I'm more inclined to take a sell. If you look at the data, that channel I just drew up last week, or yeah, I think it was last week or this week. If it goes back into this channel, then it's going to, you know, continue move within that range. So I see more probability that price is going to pull back below 27.57 and going to continue to range. What do you think about that?
The thing is, yesterday 2740 was defended like an army, and today 2750 was sort of defended as well. So it's a sort of $25 range.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. And then it's probably just going to range in here until NFP.
Esther just closed her buys. Well done, girl. Someone made money. Woo!
Good.
NASDAQ. Look at NASDAQ. You guys enter NASDAQ?
Yeah, it seems like risk on it's such a weird market because you've got like risk off people pushing money in one direction, then you've got risk on coming and Bitcoins at an all-time. Everything's just like starting to smash through. Very strange, man.
It's earnings. Bang on earnings, uncertainty around geopolitical tensions, uncertainty around presidential elections. Uncertainty. This is why I hate to trade in earnings season. It's one of the most difficult periods. And we have 3 times a year. Well, 4 times a year. Did you enter into a sell, Mike?
No, not yet.
Because if you enter, I'm going to enter so I can say it was your idea if it hits stop loss.
I'll tell you when I enter, but I don't want any responsibility.
No, it's cool, it's cool.
I'm frequently wrong.
Aren't we all? Good days, bad days. Good weeks,
Yeah.
bad weeks.
That's why you have to have a good risk management game. It's looking like it wants to push through here again. But I don't know. I just don't think it can.
Yeah, I mean, logically speaking, if you guys look at the facts, if you look at the data, you look at the market sentiment, you look at the chart, everything you know, everything you learn, doesn't matter what strategy or method you're following, whether it's technical or fundamental analysis or combined. And if you look at the chart and if you can't make any sense, or you have to think twice, like, okay, maybe this or that, if you have to think twice, then you know what it means.
Yeah.
Close down the PC and just fucking walk away.
Don't do it. Yeah. Yeah.
I was about to say, you're about to get funked.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. It's one of those days. Tomorrow is another day, and remember, tomorrow we are going to have ADP, non-farm employment, right? And also we're going to have a US GDP and core pre-C prices, ADP, non-farm employment, and GDP for the third quarter. I think it was the final revision. The first data. So,
right.
That's it for today. I'm going to say goodbye and wish everyone a relaxing Tuesday afternoon. We did everything it was possible. So if you feel that the market, screwed you, don't be. Everyone is in the same situation. Like I've seen people who were buying today, they were closed out in the sales earlier this morning, and those who sold later in the afternoon, they closed out when the market was going up. So it's all over the place. Don't worry. Tomorrow is another day. Thank you so much, guys, and see you all.
Hello, Thomas.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Thomas. Take care.
Thank you,
Have a
Thomas.
nice
Thank
evening.
you. Thank you.
Tomorrow
Bye-bye.
morning briefing. Yes.
No.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still here, if you want to join the Alpha community to be a member in a very lively group over 1,500 people with one of the best traders, so most of the best traders, go to alphafx.eu, click on purchase, and there's literally 4 membership left for this year. I'm not going to increase it, most likely, or maybe. But this is your discount, 50%, take it. And you can join the live calls, you can join the morning briefings, you can see my trades, and you can hang out with us. I couldn't ask for anything better. So today, tomorrow is another day. Thank you so much, guys. Look into the YouTube chat or below the video to find all the links for social media and, of course, the 50% discount to join the community. Thank you so much, and good luck tomorrow.